towards those nippy evenings and the turning of the trees and everything else like that. Anyway, great show for you tonight. I've got to tell you, I've looked at your astrology charts, and what can I say other than wow? That's what I've got to say is the big wow. So I'll tell you all about that in just a mo. But first of all, let's do a bit of an intro, and I'll come back to you guys in just a second. Well, very good evening to you, and I hope your weekend has been going well. And how do you feel about the energy at the moment? Changing a bit, maybe a little bit uplifting, getting you to move forwards in some respects here. Well, there's a lot of good reasons for that, and that's probably down to Jupiter. But there's even more good news coming up next week, which I think will lift and inspire our spirits, to say the very least. So I've got loads to tell you then, and I've also got your stories, we've got your astrology forecast, we've got the live mini readings, and so much going on at the moment. So much to tell you. And yeah, so if you're up to anything this week, you're perhaps starting something new and thinking, oh, is this the right time? Well, loads to tell you. Perhaps it is. But we will reveal all as we go through the show. So if you've got any questions at all, we just need a favourite colour, a question in your name, and I'll be more than happy to do that for the show this evening and help you guys out. How's that? Don't forget, though, we'd like you during the show to share it, subscribe to YouTube if you'd like to do that as well, and yes, and let people know this show is going out live. So we see you in about 57 minutes, with all the news, all the gossip for a Sunday, and what's going on next week as well. Some guests that are coming on, and all that we can look forward to. So, guys, have a cracking good week. And yes, what should we share? Oh yeah, let's do a bit of this. How's that? Nice little flag. Anyway, so that's on top of the cafe. Sits on there with some music playing. It's not bad, is it? Anyway, so see you guys. Yeah, it's 57 minutes. Look forward to it. I'm sure we can have a razzle-dazzle show. Loads of razzle-dazzle. Do you like the idea of that? I think that's a good idea. Anyway, see you very soon. Very soon. Hello, Eleni. Lovely to see you and everyone else there. Eleni, there's been a good news coming out your way, and it's a good time to react on things. So let's see what happens. And right, okay. See you very soon. Yes, you've got an hour to go and walk the dog, finish off the washing up, whatever it is you've got to go and do, eat the Sunday dinner, then sit down and join me for the show here. It's far better than listening to the Archers or watching EastEnders or omnibus editions of whatever's been going on through the week. And yes, you can even avoid the news. You can listen to this show instead. How's that? Okay, all right, guys. See you very soon. See you in about 57 minutes. So, hello guys, how are you? How are you out there? Are you having a lovely weekend? And lovely to see you once again, especially as they come closer into autumn, we start to come into the equinox time. And yes, we would love to do this. Okay, Vanessa says, would you do mine? Love to do yours. I need a question, and a favourite colour, please. That's what I like here. Would you do mine? What's a nice offer? Would you do mine? It just sounds too nice. How pleasant. Anyway, Kaylee will say hello. Hello, guys. How are you? How are you out there in San Diego? Good old California. Lovely to see you on the show. And guys, loads to tell you tonight. It's just awesome what's going up there. But first of all, though, I've just got to chat about some of the stories that you guys have been writing in and talking to me about through this week, and a little bit general discussions which are going on throughout the groups and everything like that. And that is about the energy that's coming through at the moment and everybody going through this changeable time. Now, if I said to you, would you understand if I said to you that you've been having problems sleeping? You were thinking, how do you know that? How do you know? Have you been looking? Hello from Maryland, good old USA. I love that area. Maryland's such a beautiful area. I've been around there quite a few times. It's a beautiful, beautiful countryside. Yes, and yes. So this is, and the producer saying, "Hello, Caitlin." That's so nice. So you guys, what I'd like to say to you is, would you understand if I said to you that you've been suffering from lack of sleep, can't get to sleep, disturbed sleeps? Yeah. Understand? Yeah, by all means write in, by all means chat away, tell me what you're thinking, tell me what's going on here, because the energy that's going through at the moment is very, very changeable, and there's reasons for this, but let's have a look here. Right, yes, Deborah says, Deborah the producer says here, for a mini reading on tonight's show, one colour and one question, please. Yes, we've got about 30 questions where we'll probably go eeny, meeny, miny, mo and pick the one which is sort of relevant, we feel. So just one question. Anyway, and but also I'd just like to give a little reverb there about what's been going on over the past week or so. Last Tuesday, we had Deborah Jane Sutton in on the show. That was fabulous. Really, really nice show. Very chatty show. And thanks everybody for joining in. And hello, Paul. How you doing, my friend? How you doing, my friend here? It'd be great. And Tracy says, hello, Phil and Deborah. And Eleanor's joining the show as well. So lovely to see so many guys coming in already. Okay, so would you understand, guys? Would you understand, guys, if I say to you about lack of sleep, having problems sleeping? Some say yes, some say no. Would you understand this? Okay, well, just wait for you guys to start responding, then we'll have a little chinwag about this. In the meantime, no, this is a show live tonight. I'm Phil Griggs, your host. If you've never been on a show before, then where have you been? This is Cafe Clairvoyance. This is a free spiritual show. It involves astrology, it involves all your horoscopes and everything like this here. Paul says, sleeping the best I've had for a long time. Oh, fantastic, fantastic. And Lucy Hinks says, hi, lovelies, and hi, lovely, back to you. Hi, lovely. And, okay, so first of all, I think we need to give this to you guys. Yeah, and I think you guys out in America, you need this. Yeah, that probably sounds like your car horn, your recent car horn, the one you just bought on your Mustang. Does it sound like that? Okay. Anyway, so that's what I say. And let's say hello to you guys up there in the UK. Yeah, how's that? Okay. Never been here before. What you like, Vanessa? We've seen on you and here for a few times. Anyway, so Paul says now had a great sleep there. Now, here's the other interesting thing I'd like to say to you guys. Because sometimes here, what we're coming to an end of a major big period, a major big time of energy. And we're about to start changing from the fourth dimension, going to the fifth dimension. And then you'll hear a lot of astrologers, a lot of psychics, a lot of people here talking about this. So this is something that we're gonna look at through the show and what this all means, where we're going, what's happening. Anyway, so we look at that. Also, now, if you've been suffering from a lack of sleep, it is this energy change we're coming through, which is why people are up and down like yo-yos, sometimes wondering, where are we going? How is everything and what's going on? That's why it's like this. Everything is going a bit wobbly-whoop. But we're coming up next week. We've got a completely different change of energy, which I think you guys are going to find absolutely awesome. I think you're going to find, here we go, things are starting to progress and get a bit more progressive here. And I think they will do. And we'll be looking at those reasons there, why it's happening. I'm going to move your bits across there and my bits across there. That's it. How's that? That's it. Good. Anyway, so where are you all coming from? Where are you all? Well, I know some of you come in and said that you're from the UK or USA or other countries there. Lovely to see you. And I think one of the things, if I looked at the main theme, one of the main things, when I looked through your horoscopes today, some of the main themes are actually here, which are extraordinary. And we don't normally hear this at the moment. is like those songs. Do you remember? Like I think it was One Step Beyond. That was One Step. Was that Bad Manners? Bad Manners. Was it One Step Beyond? I can't remember who sang that song. One Step Beyond. One Step Beyond. Or when it was anyway, one of that lot. Anyway, this is one of the energies going through this week. One step beyond. One step beyond what you would consider as normality. You're going to find yourself stepping forward somewhere. You guys are going to start to see your energy change again. My God, what's going on? Things are changing. You're going to get a bit more spice in life, a bit more energy there. Yeah, it certainly is going to start going that way. For some of you, it's going to see Star Trek, to boldly go where no man has gone before. Yep. Okay, that's another one of these energies coming through this week. So you'll see yourself madness. I knew it's something along those groups there. I love all that music though, don't you? One Step Beyond and Our House and all that sort of stuff. Anyway, yes, Madness. The group's name was Madness. Yes. So this energy we got coming up through this week, not sleeping well, up and down, ran down. Up and down and ran down. Okay, you're going down the stairs sleeping. That's nice. That's nice. Anyway, so anyway, typo errors on this and predictive texting. I know. So this energy is why we're going through this. We're about to come through the end of the fourth dimension and about to come into the fifth dimension. You could do with some spice. Okay, Eleni. I can't have you getting carried away, young lady. Let's see what comes up. And what does it mean about the fifth dimension? Well, the fifth dimension is we start existing and being, and some of you are doing this already. Spiritual people very much so are doing this. Yes, Lucy Hinks says, not sleeping well at all. Glad to hear it's going to improve. Oh yes, it's going to start to improve. You'll see this. Paul, you be careful here. He said, now that is a group or an observation. Probably both. That's why we're all here. All mad. But why are we going to be normal for goodness sake? Of course not. Anyway, this is a cafe. I hope you have yourselves a cup of tea or a cup of coffee. In fact, I'm just going to I'll top mine up in a minute. It's a bit on the low side. And as you do, yeah, I'm just going to top it up. Thank you very much. Just come, that'll do fine. Thank you very much. That's great. Oh, I just can't beat a good cup of coffee when we're doing this show. Me not too sleepy well. My brain won't switch off. Yes, because we're all affected by this energy. So when does it really start? Well, okay. What's normal? There is no normal. You're quite right. That's what makes quirky personalities so intriguing, isn't it? So what's going to start happening this week? Well, it's all down to this full moon that's coming up in Aries. Is one of the starting points, or the starting point of this new energy we're coming through. And to start it here, you couldn't start it off on a better sign than Aries, because it's the first sign of the zodiac. It is also here, Mars in itself here, or Aries, wherever it is about the chart, is to do with yourself. To yourself here, what makes you work, how you connect with your world around you. For some of us here, if it's in the first house like me, I've got Aries in the first house, then I'm responding very quickly to people like this. It's what I want to give, what I need, and things like this. If it's in your seventh house, for instance, in your chart, is going to be about what you need in relationships and things like this. So if it's fourth, it's to do with your home, and 10th to do with your career, for example. But that's all to do with astrology charts. We're going to put that up in just a moment. And so this is a starting point that we can start to get this new energy coming into the fifth dimension. It starts this full moon in Aries. It's a powerful one, but it's also a good one. Yippee, I hear you say. I know. In fact, I'm even talking to the people out there, see what's happening in other rooms there. Yeah, they're all saying it too. Yippee, fantastic. It's about time we get a good bit of this. And see what the producer's doing at the moment. Yep, she's running backwards and forwards all your messages. Thank you very much for writing in. And yeah, as they keep coming in here. Yeah, there they are typing away. Thank you very much. Anyway, so for you guys out in America there, probably you just got up recently. Yeah, that's to get you guys up. And let's get this show on the road. So this is an amazing time, guys. I've got to tell you, it's phenomenal that we're starting to come through. And you know, sometimes when we get a storm, then you get the eye in the storm, which is your peace or your opportunity, or something's about to happen. And it's not saying the storm's going to continue. It's just an opportunity that's going to come up in front of us, guys. And that's what we're going to start to see coming over the next week or so, especially. And a lot of movements going on inside in the sky as well, especially over in Capricorn, where we felt very stuck, sodden into the ground, like walking through treacle, for example, walking through oil, feeling like nothing's going forward. Well, this has been very interesting throughout this week. And coming up on Tuesday this week, I've got a phenomenal show coming up in the evening show with Guillemar the astrologer, and we're talking about emotions and relationships, and it's very interesting because we've got big alignments going on there in the sky at the moment, and this full moon coming up in Aries, a very powerful time about relationships and things going on for the better, change going on for the better. So working through this particular time and this Capricorn energy, which has been all the planets going retrograde, very slowly now, they're starting to go forwards. They start to go forwards. As they start to go forwards, the energy is just going to go zippy forwards. And we'll start to feel like, whoa, life is progressing. Everything about, anybody out there, for example, here worked in the catering industry or service industry or something which has been very hit in their careers, as much as a lot of us have, then Cancer has been a very important part here, as much as Venus and Mars, although we look at Capricorn and all the structures there. But what we start to see here is Cancer is about looking at the opposite sign of, which is Capricorn, which is where all these planets are going at the moment, and turning this energy now into a sense of community. So for a lot of us here and on this show, we like to involve people from communities all around the area, around the world, which we're lucky to do, being the internet. But it's about community, and we're going to find community spirits getting a little bit stronger and a little bit better. So we look forward to that, don't we? And this is what this is coming into. We're working on an energy, rather than being competitive, we're going to be more collaborative. And I think here for a lot of people, rather than trying to sell yourself to get your careers going, sometimes you're being recommended. So that's working in its way there. That's how some of the energies are working. But anyway, let's have a look at this and see what comes up. So I think now it's time to let's go and get on with your horoscopes. Okay, right. Libra, the sun has just been in Libra for a little while. But you Librans out there, you're lovely people. Lovely people. Often you find some of the most greatest or some of the very powerful psychic or spiritual people are Librans, believe it or not. And so a lot of activity is starting to change and have an effect in your chart. Wow. You are starting to feel unblocked. You'll notice this unblocking coming up. It's feeling like, hey, I can move things, I can shift things, I've got a bit more, things are starting to respond in my life, go a bit better. Also here, Venus and Mars. Yay, Lucy Hink says, yay, I'm Libra. Hey, Venus and Mars. Venus and Mars here, we all talk about that, don't we? As like men are from Mars and women from Venus. Venus is not a particularly nice planet to live on. Mars may be better. Anyway, passion is returning to your life. Would you like some passion? A passion in your life? Yes. Eleni, would you like some passion in your life? She says she's a Libran. Yes, come back to Lucy there. She's a Libran too. In your life here, friends help to connect to new beginnings and a great reset for you. You're going to start to reset things. You know, sometimes, and this is going to affect us all in one way or form here. We're resetting our lives for something new. Are you recognizing? Are you seeing this? See this here, this reset. We're all talking about the global reset, which could be from how we're talking about things that have been going on earlier on this year. But astrologically, this is coming up to the reset time. And personally, if you don't mind me saying, guys out there, I prefer to look at this reset, because the reset is about reevaluating, resetting your goals, your life, where they're going to. And now they can start going forwards. And this full moon in Aries is fantastic. Brilliant. It's there to lift your spirits. We've got this link between Venus and Mars going all the time. Mars is in Aries, very close to this full moon. Is going to light up passion in our lives, a feeling of friendliness and collaboration. That's going to be nice. Plus the fact, over the other end of the chart here, we've got Jupiter and now Saturn coming out of this slow-moving retrograde cycle. Vanessa's asking, is this all the same for all signs? Somewhere along the lines here, we're all going to feel this energy because it's big. It's big stuff here. The full moon always affects all of us in some way. It's where Mars is in your chart, where it works, but all of us will feel this effect start to come up because it's a lovely energy. It's a lovely energy. So it just gets us to reevaluate here. For example, here, I'd even say to Eleni, where you're thinking here, and I know sometimes you've been looking about homes and where you want to live. The reset here is getting you to really reevaluate this. And if there's an opportunity that comes up, says, hey, there's a green light coming up, take advantage of it. Take advantage of it big time. So I think Librans here, you're going to like this. You're going to like this particular time because the sun is in your sign. And this energy we need, which is air. We've got all this stuff going over in Leo with Venus, which is fire, which infuses air. And also, that's great stuff. That's a brilliant energy there. Okay. And Vanessa says she's Aquarius. I'll be coming around to you guys a bit later, but that's an air sign as well. So this is going to start really reacting with you air guys quite a lot. And I think you'll start feeling this sense of energy, this sense of well-being. And yes, free love. Oh, no, I won't get too carried away there. Not quite free love, but getting there. Anyway, Scorpio. Scorpio, love you Scorpios, love you Scorpios. You're fantastic people, very deep people, but very honest and needing to have a sense of trust in your lives there. Mercury has just stepped into your sign and with a full moon powerful in Aries, you're a force to be reckoned with. You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. You've got this energy of Mercury coming in, it's going to push you forwards. Plus the fact, whilst it's going through this journey, yes, it's got an opposition to make over to Uranus, but also a little bit later on here, it's going to make fantastic links over to Jupiter, Saturn and Pluto. And that's going to be harmonizing you. It's going to be working with you to help get blocks moved on and help get your life going forward. So Scorpions haven't necessarily had the most easiest for years, as many of the earth signs, as many as the water signs have, but now things are going to start to change. And wow, won't they just? Also thinking, yes, with a full moon, powerful moon in Aries, you're now able to be a force to be reckoned with. Perhaps health matters are improving around you guys as well. Starting to feel better. There's nothing better when your health is on form. Everything seems to be just right, doesn't it? When your health is down, no matter what's going on. If your health is feeling down in some ways, Bexy, it just pulls everything down. Yes, anyway, not hopefully everything. Anyway, right, Sagittarians, you forward-looking people. I love you people, you're mad. But don't we love madness? What keeps it all going? So what keeps life going is spontaneity, total madness. But Sagittarians are philosophical, always future looking, and always got the plan to look towards the future there. Yes, okay. Right. Direct full moon in the fun area of your chart. Now, this is interesting because it's in the sign of Aries, which is your sister sign, but it's in a very fun and enjoyable area here. Do you fancy a little bit of passion in your life? Perhaps if you're single, perhaps there's a relationship or a fling coming up or something that's going to be exciting. All your Sagittarian ears are picking up here now. Go, oh yeah. And yeah, you're going to find this quite a lively time. So are there projects you want to get going? Something you want to get started? For instance, where there's a hobby or an interest. Something you want to start doing, which is going to have a personal development to you. Sag, this is a great time for you guys here. And with Venus and Mars on the go as well. Wow. Oh, come on, guys. Come on. You may even find people who are distant to you, people going on over distance there. You might find things come up here. So fantastic. Right. Yes, you are hot stuff, to say the least. I won't carry on now. You Saggies get far too carried away. Okay, Capricorn here. At last, Jupiter's gone direct, lifting his spirits a little bit. Saturn is about to go direct in 2 days on the 29th. Fantastic. Followed by on the 1st, which is Friday, is this full moon coming up here. And whoa, that's going to lift the energies up. And with Venus making a great trine to Mars, you're going to find a lot of areas in your life are now going to start to go, almost like news is going to come in quickly. You'll find things are going to start responding. You know that project you put behind the door so many months ago? Well, we want you to do this now. And, oh, hi, I haven't seen you in a little while. Come on, we're going out or something like this, or need to communicate with something. Oh, there's a new project coming in for you. Oh, there's something else we want you to start. Capricorns, you're going to come into a very eventful time, and these opportunities you're going to go through, which is fantastic. A little bit later on, I'm not here to downplay anything, but Mercury is going to go retrograde. You're going to sign a Scorpio, backtrack into Libra, but then it go forwards again. But there's going to be a message here with this. which we'll tell you about a little bit later, especially in the coming shows. But that comes in about middle of October. But in the meantime, though, you guys here, Capricorns, it's happening. It's starting to happen here. You can see your spirits roar. Spirits life here. Have you seen the Capricorn roar? No, I don't think they do really. They go, meh. Mountain goat. Yeah, so this is fun. This is energy. And yes, and I think here also, there's going to be a feeling of unleashing passion in something. You know, sometimes here, when in order to get people to believe in you, you've got to have passion about something. Capricorn, you're going to have passion about something. So I think you'll find that people are going to start responding to you on this. Some family business coming up here, and that feeling of sexiness may be in store too. Capricorn. Okay, Aquarius. Vanessa, there you go. Vanessa and guys think she says she's an Aquarian. Well, this is just for you and the other Aquarians around the world. Okay, things that make you go, You know that song? Things that make you go, Things that make you go, This is just it. You know, you get those thoughts on your mind. You start going, Yes. Well, this is because a lot of activity in Capricorn is in the subconscious area of your chart, of your solar chart, is making you think about things here. It's making you think, okay, where are we going next? What's coming up? Perhaps there's a feeling of like, I've got a new idea. Aquarians are great with ideas. I've got a new something out there plan. Aquarians are great at doing things out there. Greatest explorers, scientists, space travel is all Aquarius, hence we call it the age of Aquarius and other things here. And often you'll find here that if something is Aquarian, it's something which is out there, very different to normality. Who wants this? The most greatest Aquarians are very odd. In the nicest way. In a nice way, because they're great. They're fantastic. Anyway, and the full moon is in the friendship area of your chart. So this is going to bring friends into your life. This feeling of like, I've got some feelings here. I've got some ideas here. That's going to be good here. New doors, new ideas. And also Venus is in Leo, the relationship area of your chart. Relationship of your chart. Guys, Aquarians, listen in. Passion, love, passion. Aquarians normally say it, well, I like friendliness. I like being a little bit in my own space. Yes, you can have your own space, but there's love coming in as well. How's that? Love in your space. Does that sound good? Yes? Okay, well, this is on its way here because the link over to Mars, which is in Aries there, is fantastic, but it's also about unity of people. That gets the Aquarians' attention. Start saying, people, friendships, I like this. But when they start going committed and things like this, they go, what? What would you mean committed? Commit to relationships? No, this is about fun and enjoyment, enjoying yourself, laughing with people, having a great time. Happy? I hope you are. Anyway, so this is a great time for you guys. And yes, even this Venus and Mars thing is like to send tingles down your spine. Okay. Yes, a real wow time for you guys. This is good. This is a real wow time. Okay, Pisces, you little fish people. I love you, Pisces people. You're just, I'm committed. You'll have an abundance of committance then. How's that? Sound good? Yes. Don't forget your tea. Don't forget your tea and coffee. Have a sip of tea, guys. Yes, you're getting far too energetic here. Right. Anyway, so there we go, you Pisceans. Now, finances may have been challenging over the past sort of recent decade here. May have been a little bit challenging, but there we go. But opportunities will be coming up this week, which is sending you opportunities to help you move on a little bit. Maybe there's something here, something that's going to help you to change things a little bit, because the opportunities here are going to start. Love life, love my kids. Oh, that's nice. That's very, very nice. Oh, let's have a little, what should we say to that one? Let's do it. Let's have a romantic triangle. There you go. How's that? Anyway, right. Anyway, so you guys, Pisceans here. Your finances may have been difficult. Opportunities will be unending this week. Now that's good, isn't it? It's similar to Capricorn on this, because there's some planetary activity which is interesting because of Jupiter and Neptune. And the full moon magic helps you to create a new valuable beginning. Now, this is interesting here because we've got values coming up here, because values are in the Aries, which is your second house. So maybe there's something here which is helping you to create a new belief, a new value, something which is going to help you, whether it's a health thing, with a diet thing, or a plan, or a new belief systems coming in, in which case, brilliant. Maybe it may be just amazing this time as well. You may finely tune and understand others' opinions and create a new valuable period of collaboration. So sometimes here it may be people coming into your life that you want to work with or do something with. Something here which is going to help you to help you guys to move forwards. But watch, it's going to be an interesting time. Very interesting time here. And Joe, how are you? Lovely to see you on the show. Now, there's Pisces here. Let's go on to Aries. Aries. Oh, guys, come on. This is all happening in your sign. Your sign here. As much as the sun is in the opposite sign of Libra, we've got this Mars thing going on. We've got the full moon in your sign, and we've got Venus sending beams. And over the other side of the chart here, especially in your career sector, wow, that's all starting to shift and go in your directions. This looks like magic. Magic here. Full moon magic in your sign will sparkle good news and warm vibes your way. From Venus and Leo, we'll add that extra stardust your way. Or it sounds a bit magical with this, but there is going to be something's going to go on this week for you Arians, which is going to make you feel very, very positive and vibey, and feel like luck's coming into you, a little bit more luck and opportunity. Or doors are started to open for you, especially here. And I think Arians are going to start to feel pretty good about this. And yes, I think that'll warm you guys up considerably. And yes, and Saturn turning from its direction, it's now going direct, is now starting to help you guys to see here life getting better. Taurus, any Taurians out there? Taurians, they're probably the most stubborn sign of the zodiac, but not being offensive to you guys, but some of the most beautiful and some of the most logical and some of the most creative. Or if you find great singers or dancers are Taurians and singers, because it rules the throat area here, which is, they're amazing guys. Ruled by Venus, as in with Libra, but in different areas. So that's where that goes. Okay, Sarah comes in and says, hi. Okay, Taurus, Venus your ruler, sends good vibrations this week to Mars and in the unconscious area of your chart. So it's going to be about the thinking area, especially where Mars is concerned, and how your life is going to start to move ahead and what you want to do. Maybe something emerges now that will bring a pleasant surprise your way, and with Saturn direct, travel and learning may work now better. So if you're thinking about taking on a plan of learning, with Saturn now going direct, Saturn is a brilliant planet for longevity. So as we see Saturn now moving direct, we're going to get this longevity, we're going to get this stability come back in our lives, and seeing things we can start aiming for the long term. That's what Saturn's magic is in this. I know sometimes when you talk to astrologers or everybody talks about Saturn, they go, oh God, here we come, great restriction or suppression, or we're not going to get anywhere, anything like this. No, not at all. What this means here is that we've learned a lot over the past few months or so, and now we can take opportunities ahead. And then we go into the fifth dimension and start looking at life differently. There's new gateways, new ways of doing things. We're going to see our lives going ahead. Yeah, good. Right, okay, Gemini, Mercury, your ruler, is in Libra, which is also a sister sign to you. So it's about the communicating networks you've got with people. Fun areas of your life here, you'll find it very enjoyable. You'll probably find your social life this week, Geminis, is probably going to get even stronger and better than maybe it has before. Also here, people are going to speak fondly of you. Well, isn't that nice? Isn't it nice for you, Geminis? People are going to speak fondly of you. They're going to want to say here, like they want to give you a pat on the back, perhaps here. Maybe people here want to give you like an opportunity or a surprise. And I think you're going to feel quite touched by the energy coming up here, because it really is warm for you guys. So great. Full moon in Aries brings help from friends. And it really does. It really is an energy which is going to start helping you to feel like, my God, there's a human race out there where we actually start being fonder and warmer towards each other. I know we all have to wear these face things, but underneath that though, we've still got our soul, our eyes. I haven't covered that bit up yet. But we can actually start to feel this energy, this warmth, this particular week is awesome. And when you get a moon like this, a moon's energy lasts about a month. So most of October is going to feel good. Even though later on here we've got Mercury going retrograde, it's still going to have a feel-good side to it. So I think we're going to progress a little bit. So good. A new sparkle, a partner may emerge too. Perhaps a new relationship coming up for you. That could be quite eventful now, couldn't it? Okay, Cancer. Cancer, you lovely Cancerians. Cancerians, like Capricorns, have been really stuck in this mud, as in the cardinal signs have. So if I say for Aries, for Libra, for Cancer and Capricorn, you guys have been stuck in the mud, very slowly going forwards, but also having to redo, reinvent, and come through life in this new way, this new energy. It's like we're stepping into a new world. And well, we are, aren't we? We're stepping into this new dimension, but this new gateway starts to open. And you guys here can start to take advantage of this. And Cancer especially, as much as the Cancer rules the home, it's also about people we need in our lives now, and what we don't need is having to face up to these things quite a lot, and what we had to let go of. But what we can harness and how we can become more community based in this particular way, and for you guys especially. But money matters are going to look for the better due to this lovely link with Mars in Leo. Venus and Leo and Mars and the Mars energy. And now Jupiter and Saturn are going to go direct. This really is a shift making you feel like, my goodness, my life is moving forwards. New sense of purpose, maybe new horizons too. And I think it's going to be for a lot of us is new horizons in one form or another. And I think it's sometimes though we think, oh my God, we lost so much on the old life. My goodness, yes, it is the old life. But what we take into the future can only make us better, happier. And the more resistant we are, the more sad we're going to get, the more, okay, let's be optimistic, let's be positive, let's step forwards. We'll embrace happier time. Okay, Leos here. Sarah, this is for you. Being a Leo. Right, quick slurp of tea this. I need this for Leos. Yeah. That's so nice. Right, okay. Wow, love is hot in your sign because you got Venus in your sign, guys. Hey, Leo, you're gonna, this is great here. This is fantastic. Mars is retrograde, but even so, there's still something because Venus is in your sign. It's going to bring more of an influence to you guys and as you fire sign guys than probably anybody else. And Aquarians too, because they're the opposite sign. But you guys are going to start to feel this energy, this enthusiasm, this feeling here. I've got power behind me. It's almost like you've got a bit of a wave pushing you forwards. And love is in your life, in your sight too. You might find here that people are going to be very responsive to you. And even if there's a little bit of delay somewhere in a relationship, like it's not speedy, because Leos like things to go, can we take things along at my pace, which is like, yeah. A little bit speedy. There's a bit of things we have to sort of slow it down a little bit. Should we talk slower, quieter? Yes, the main chanter, Leo. You never know. Anyway, yes. Also this week, family ties and may need some understanding whilst the magical full moon sets a new course for you. You may kick yourself if you don't take up passing opportunities. You guys most especially here, because this Venus in Leo is giving you gifts. One gift after another is going to start coming in this week. And what's going on here, probably health-wise and normal working things here, and Jupiter and Saturn going direct, maybe working opportunities coming up here for you guys. But this whole energy is going to start to lift and help you guys out considerably. I think you'll probably like this. You might find it because Mars is in Aries that if there's a new partner, for instance, your relationship, or sometimes news from abroad, or people who are foreign, or people who are maybe from another place but in the same country as you, whatever. But I just pick up here, this is about news that may come to you from afar. You may find this, which is going to be good for you. And yes, a lot more hope in the air, optimism and pushiness. That's good. Yes, so don't hold back on opportunities. Right, Virgos. Hello, you lovely Virgos. You guys here are probably almost get on with it, gang of the zodiac. You're the guys who love to just get on with it. You've got Mercury sign here, you're an Earth sign. You're the guys here say, I'm not here to take credits for this, and this. I just want to get on with the job. So you Virgos here, you've got the full moon in a power area of your chart, which is going to help you, especially if you're looking to find something that's very deep inside of you. Very deep inside of you. Sometimes when we go deep, because it's in the 8th house, so there's a passion here, but rather than just doing mundane things along the top here, just bouncing on the top of the waves, if we dig deep about what it is you guys really want, what it is you really want to achieve, this can be a phenomenal time for you guys. Phenomenal. And I think this could be something, it's going to be powerful. If anything, I'll just say here, guys, you just got to believe in yourself. If you believe in yourself, which I say for a lot of guys here, start believing in what you want to do in front of you, because that's going to be the resonance of Aries going to take you forwards here. People are going to take you more seriously if you really start believing in the new energy, stepping forwards and embracing this new fifth dimension. And the fifth dimension is the dimension above our heads. So rather than focusing too much, I want, I need, la-di-da like this is the energy we're coming into, which is accepts us as we are and helps us to progress forwards in a new energy. Interesting? Yes, I think it is. Right, okay, I think we need a little bit of this, and then I'm going to come back to you guys in just a mo, and let's go and start some readings. How's that? That sound good? Let's do a little bit of this. Okay, right. Lisa wrote in. Hello, Lisa. I hope you're well. Let's just bring that back up there. Lisa wrote in, and she said here that she would like a reading. She's gone for colour blue. Okay, colour blue. And future guidance. What does the future look like? A future look like for me? Well, it's interesting here because this is one of the readings that we're going to do on the astrology show last week. Unfortunately, we just ran out of time. So actually, I'm going to use the data which you got from your date of birth for this, and just see where you're going this particular week. Anyway, so your life path here, where you're a 369 here, and with the 3 part here, it's about building communication around you. It's about knowledge. It's a very light energy. The 6 here is sometimes about duties, families, responsibilities, keeping things a very arranged line. Your 9 energy is, well, that's interesting because that's also about endings and beginnings. And this particular phase we're going through, I think is very personal to this. But what you got here, you're in a personal year 4. So would you understand, Lisa, if I started saying to you here, that there's a lot you've got to deal with and wrap up around you before you can actually say here, what does my future look like? It's what you've got to deal with now. Now here, which is where your future will go for a little while, and then you're going to start seeing yourself going forwards. Then the energy starts to lift. Then the energy starts to become more vibey, and you're going to find your life getting a lot happier, a lot better. And that energy, I think, is going to be important for you coming over the next few weeks or so. But before I move on to anybody else here, let's have a look and see what your cards are saying with this. As I'm working with this energy too here to say to you, Lisa, I also pick up here, I want to say to you, there's a lady and there's a gentleman here. The lady is actually looking at me. She wants to say to me here, she's communicating with me. She says here, she didn't have much teeth. Much teeth here. She tried to talk to me. Yes, she had gaps in her teeth here. And she said here that she wasn't very well at all. She was a little bit distant to you here. She didn't get to see too much here, but she just wants to say here that she's passing messages of love to you. And would you understand here, and also here, Deborah even writes here, she says the 369 energy. This is the Tesla vibration. 369 energy, frequency and vibration. So you've got a hell of a lot of strong energies there that I'd say with you there, Lisa. And I think here that you could do magic. And the minute there's something you got to do around your family or feeling responsible for a title in the past that you've got to look at and before you can move on. But let's have a little look. But this lady who's talking to me here, she's quite interested because she's talking to me about healing. So would you understand here about you wanting to be a healer? Maybe you've received some healing here too, but she's talking about this for you. And also she's saying to me here, she says here, would you understand a lot of issues that may have gone on to do with mother, around your mother, which may have been holding you back somewhere or feeling a bit difficult? But look at the cards, you're going to take your left card. Let's have a look here, Lisa, and see what comes up. Right, your cards here are saying, yes, you'll see, well, one thing I pick up here is your energy saying that you're leaving the old past behind you. You sometimes feel like that your life's been changed or ripped away from you, taken away from you in some respects by old relationships and areas around your life which have felt very, very difficult. And sometimes you're trying to work through this and process this. But the honesty here is your cards is saying, why hold on to the past? Just keep moving on. Keep on moving on. And I think you're going to find that's where your vibration is going to be stronger. But it's about sometimes here not taking on other people's issues, other people's guilt, other people's this here that you'll be made to feel. Maybe it's just feeling strong inside yourself. Then that's going to be your way to go forward. Yes. Yes, yes. Okay, so that's what I see there. And feels like a reading there by always do. I know there's some other energies up there. But just to say to you guys out, I think you're going to find this week particularly extraordinary week. Extraordinary. Right, I'm going to nip up here and let's go have a look at Eleni. She's come through the details there. She's, can you put me in a reading? So I'm just going to find Eleni. There you are. I know there's others that had a reading before there. I just can't see them at the minute, but I will come back to you guys. On Tuesday. Okay, right. And anything for me, thanks. So if you're going to put a reading on Tuesday, we'll just do a little one now and then we put you forward for Tuesday. But let's have a look at you guys. Let's have a look at you guys here and see what's coming up. I would say here that, Eleni, I say to you to use this week, really use this week and sense the energy this week about plans you want to discuss and talk about. Don't hold back from the past here. Really don't pick up here to hold back from the past about your dreams, your inspirations here. Because this is a week, you may find progress and nobody starts talking the same language with you, which I think could be absolutely awesome. And that could be an extraordinary time. Yes, how's that? How's that there? Right, okay, and right, Lucy comes through here. She says, anything for me, please. Anything for me. Let's just go to, hang on, she was next in line. And I think here, Lucy, if I start working with you straight away here, let's have a look here. And what's happening here is I pick up that, Lucy, what I want to say to you here first, oh, crikey, this is interesting. I've got a lady here straight away. Lady who straight away wants to come in beside you. She wants to send you big hearts. She wants to send you big cakes. And she wants to send you loads of love from the other side here. She also wants to say here, news of a baby coming. And she would also like to tell me here about, she's saying to me that this isn't going to be a sad time. In fact, as soon as we go into Scorpio, which is late October going to November, my God, your life's going to start changing around you. My goodness, you're going to start seeing life really benefiting. But she says at the moment here, yes, lovely energy coming to this time here. Loads of hearts she's got around you. Loads of balloons and baby things as well here. Baby, so there must be news of babies coming on somewhere because she absolutely loves this energy. And she's also saying to me too here that she feels this particular energy time that you're going to start going through now is, would you understand, is like being a bit more optimistic and a bit more philosophical. Sometimes, as some people are saying to me at the moment, and it's really interesting saying this, is they're not rushing ahead with plans, but they're just taking plans bit by bit by bit. This is the energy to really work with in some respects, especially recently. My mum for my birthday. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Okay. And they're telling me here to say to you that everything is just bit by bit by bit by bit. And sometimes you just got to work that energy. If we push too far, it's almost like, whoa, no, we've gone the wrong direction. It's not going to work. So she's saying to me, just tiny little steps. And I think that's going to be that's going to be a major thing around you, which can start changing your energies and helping you. But November will be an absolutely extraordinary time. I'll pick up here. Extraordinary time. Okay, let's have a look. Okay. Right. Vanessa, you said here, love life, my kids. Is that your question? Or is that I'm just responding to what we were talking about there earlier on? Okay, let's have a look here. So, just finished shuffling cards for me. Now I'm gonna cut them for you into 3 piles. I've got the left, the middle, and the right. If I look at here, I'm gonna go for the right for you here. And let's have a little look at this, Lucy, and see what comes up here. Right. Would you understand a gentleman here as well? He used to work on big boilers. It may well be associated with trains. No, he just said steam, but it doesn't necessarily mean trains because I see the steam and naturally I jumped into it. He just said no, steam. It's 6 months since you passed a change my energy. Yes, yes, I understand. This is your mum. And they're saying to me, but there's a gentleman here. So would you understand about big boilers, steam, and a chap who used to work with these? It could be on ships, it could be on trains, it could be on something here, but he really wants to work with these big boilers. And I don't know what this all is when he wants to come through. You are going to have a time in front of you, Lucy, which is going to be fantastic. This is about celebrating fun, energy, people around you, and really being able to just embrace, sometimes say, although we lose people onto the other side, this is also a beautiful time around you where I think your spiritual self, your harmony self is beginning to really take on and understand this energy. Yes, my granddad, she says here, this guy's with you as well here. And if I'm looking for a message from him just to give to you, he's saying to me here, he says here, would you understand about grinding your teeth? He's just talked about grinding your teeth. This is tension. And maybe you need a bit of help here to stop this. But he's just talking about grinding teeth. And also he wants to say to me, he says, new slippers. New slippers. Okay, this is interesting. Okay, new slippers. And he's also saying to me too, new slippers, new carpet. This is something about to do with the house and a lot of regeneration going on in the house. And also pick up here family matters, getting a little bit better, a little bit happier. People starting to open up a lot more. So that's very nice. That's very nice indeed. Right, okay, let's just go and pop up the line here and just go and see the other questions here. I've got to put my glass on to see what I'm doing. Right, okay, Karenistic said, good evening, hope you're well. Yes, definitely am. Lovely, lovely to hear from you. And, right, okie dokie. Right, yes, Vanessa, I'll do yours. I just need a question from you, whatever it would be, please. And let's have a little look here. So, just quickly looking down here. Right. Yes. Now, some of the things I like to say here as well, which is what's going on around at the moment, a particularly interesting time I pick up here for a lot of us, is the fact here that would you understand here where yes, there you are, Joe. Good. Right. Would you understand here that you guys out there are starting to feel that even the way you're relating to yourself is changing, like you're taking yourself more balanced, happier about yourself. This is a lovely energy that's coming in. Hopefully you guys are relating to this too. And let's see where we go here. Right. It's a real sense of good luck coming up there, that I feel for you, Lucy. So good times here. Okay, Joe Garner says, anything for me, please. And right, okay, just need a colour from you. But whilst I'm focusing on this here. Okay, right. And Gail, yes, I'm going to come back to you in just a moment. Okay, right. Right. Go, yes, come back to you in a moment. Joe, I want to say here, I've got stuff to do with banks and money. Would you understand about having to look after money, having to look after banks, being a little bit on the careful side there? That's one thing that I see here. I'm also being given an energy around you, which is telling me here to say to you, would you understand here that it's about keeping balance in your life at the moment, even though you can't see directly your way ahead here? Yes, and it's interesting you've gone for the colour red here because I pick up this energy around you is to focus on yourself, keep monies in balance. They show me banks for some particular reason. And they're showing me here too to say to you that would you understand here about responding to people who are fair? The people who are unfair, no. She said, yes, makes sense about banks. Okay, because I pick up here that there's going to be different characters this week around specifically. I know we can say this and relate to this at any part in our lives, any time in our lives here, but this is going to be important here because there's a sense of respect coming for you, and people are going to take a lot more respect and give you a lot more respect if you start looking after people who respect you. The other people here, you've got to almost like let them slip away. And maybe these are times in your lives here which some people are slipping away whilst new energies are coming in. So I think this is going to be something around you. Yes, yes, got rid of some toxic people. Yeah, very interesting time to do that. And anything to do relating to money. You know, when sometimes people say to you, can I borrow some money? But they're not particularly nice people to you. Say, well, why would you want to lend them money in the first place? Because in many ways here, you probably won't get it back. Gail, let's have a little chat with you, my dear. Let's have a little chat with you. Okay, I love a read you have time. Okay, to have time. Colour, hello. I think she means yellow. I've never heard of a colour called yellow. Yes. Any messages from the spirit for me, please? Gail, if I work with you just at the moment here, yes, I do pick up here. Would you understand a particular lady's name called Anne? Anne, and I have two ladies here. Would you understand connections to do with the church? And would you also understand here that the message I want to bring to you here is would you understand about starting something yourself, which is very spiritual indeed, but you have to adjust an area of your house, area of where you're living for this to function. So this is, and I got your grandmother is here as well. Your grandmother is here, and yes, she tells your grandmother, but if I look at about sides here, I would say here that she's on your father's side rather than your mother's side. Yes, I'll just work with this. And it's interesting here because as much as your name is Gail, somewhere in her name is a G. Now, for instance, it could be you're called Gail, she'll be called another name with G, or a name very closely relates to this, to with her. She said, yes, 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 yes. Anyway, this lady, this energy is around you, but it's about you stepping forwards, embracing this new love, because this is what this new energy is about, stepping this new dimension. And the energies, the spirit world are asking you to step forwards into your own power to do more for yourself in order to connect with people, working and things like this here. So this is going to be extraordinary here. I have been attuned to Reiki. I want to take it further. Fantastic. However, a little message from beyond for you. Reiki is only one point to your gifts. Would you understand it that you're thinking of doing other gifts too, such as whether you're doing angel cards or whether you're doing tarot cards or something else here? Because they want to give you something else here. They don't, and they're asking me here to say to you is not to be too limited just to just healing. There's something else for you. I think. But you've got to take this on board, believe it, sell it. There'll be other points I'll be talking about here in the next few weeks or so, is how to become irresistible. And especially when you're at work here, how to become irresistible. Something where people are so attracted to you that they need your service. And it's not because you're eluding some weird perfume or some extravagant or whatever like that. It's you. It's you. And she says, yes, definitely. And that's what I like to step into, because they're asking me, yes, Reiki, but they want you to step further into other things. Because that's where a lot of people are going to need your help. And then Reiki is a sideline, side part to this. Sorry, not sideline, side part. Yes, yes. And if I look to the cards very quickly on this, go about where you're going with this. I think you've got an extraordinary time coming up, especially if you step into this and start to actually say, this is what you're going to do. And you get a lot of requests. People want to come to you. Now, maybe you're a gift, well, maybe you're a wizard with computers, but even if you're not, due to the time period that we're in, and the particular time we're in here, and even for part of the future here, I would also say some of the work you're going to start doing will be online. And yes, I think you'll do great guns here. Yes, you're going to spend money on doing something. Eek! Sorry, dropped your card. But it's going to bring you dividends. And also here, if you're worried about money, love life and areas like this here, and where you're going, where you might have released one particular area of your life here, but a man will bring you money. Oh, does it sound saucy? Anyway, man will bring you money. Yes. So this is good. Now, the other thing, I don't know why I'm picking up this. Would you understand, Gail, just quick say this, would you understand about cooking muffins? Muffins and scones and those beautiful smell of like a cinnamon and raisins. And would you understand you want to do something with cakes, like cake shops here? I've got this wonderful smell around me, like even do like little trinket sandwiches and things like this. I'm starving now and you got this smell, okay? But Gail, maybe you understand that there. I've got this lovely, lovely smell. I would just want to pick up these little knick-knack things. Yes. Thank you. Oh, yes, yes. Right. Okay. Yes. Maybe I understand about the cake bit. So I'll just pick up. Oh, a lovely smell. Okay. Chaz, red anything for me, please. Scones. Yes. 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 I've just picked up this, but I'm picking up here something magical about this. Would you understand you want to add different flavors like cheese scones or, I don't know, all different ones, but I got all this energy around you. Says it just sounds absolutely fantastic. Yes. Okay, Chaz, let's move on. Let's go on to Chaz here. Good evening, Chaz. Right. So yes, I've always wanted to run a cafe. Well, please, can you do it? to do it because you're going to do something here. So it's amazing. Step by step by step. No big rush. Love making... It's fantastic. I'm starving now. Right. Okay. Anyway, Chaz, let's go on to you, sir. Sorry. Okay. Right. Chaz. I'm being picked up here to say... we're all going on about cakes now. Even Sarah's going on about cakes. Love baking cakes. Okay, right. Especially vegan cakes. I like them. Right. I'm being pulled here towards your ears. Towards your ears, Chaz. Now, I don't think this is the health of your ears, but would you understand it is about what you're going to be listening to this week? Because you've got some information coming up this week, which you're going to need to listen to and need to really square down and take on board what is being told to you. I pick up here from a particularly younger person, probably a son, who is connected with you and stuff you're going to listen to and may need to do some organization, may need to give some feedback, may need to respond something. But it really is interesting here. I pick up that this is a particular time that you may be looked upon as maybe your ears, what you're listening to and how you, I just get a feeling of people giving a lot of respect and wanting your opinion. So it's a very opinionated time coming up, like people asking you, what is it that's going to go on here? Now, would you understand here too, that there's a plan, there's going to be something that's going to be offered to you, music-wise. You're going to go, no, I don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. Then it's going to be offered to you again. And they're telling me here, don't knock it back a second time. Don't knock it back a second time. There's an opportunity to come up with music, which is going to be quite extraordinary for you. And it's quite whizzy, but it's good. And I think here, he's thinking, I don't want to do all this if I haven't got enough time on my hands. Actually, you have got time on your hands. They're telling me here that you're going to be able to do this. So something interesting will come up here, which I think would be lovely. I also got a lady here who had a lot of problems around her middle. She had a lot of health issues around her middle. I do not know what they are. I'm not a doctor and I'm not going to even go there. But she just wants to show me here, everything was inflated. It looked very nice. Then she passed over. She said, oh, thank goodness that went. But she wants to relate very much on your mother's side of your family. And she's coming through because she wants to say to you here, she says here that... would you understand here that you, yes, they're telling me here that you were very, very loved here. A lot of love here coming for you. And I also want to say here to you, Chaz, there's, that she's just telling me here too, here, she says here that there's going to be some magical moments of total madness coming in front of you, which is going to make you feel like a little schoolboy. But you're going to be laughing your head off over the next few weeks. Laughing your head over things. So it looks pretty good. Magical moments of madness. What else could you want? Anyway, right, your cards. Let's have a little look here. 3 piles of cards. Let's go for the middle of you, sir. Let's go and have a little look here. Right. Okay. And your cards are coming up to say, very nicely to say here. Well, I think here that, yes, you've got a younger man coming to you. There's going to be something of an investment to be made to help a particular boy out. So maybe a son, someone younger than you, but you're going to be in a very strong position. You'll be supporting this. I get the feeling eventually you're going to say, yeah, I'll do this. And then it's all going to go right. It's all going to go very, very right. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised, to say the least. So enormously good luck to you, Chaz. Enormous good luck, because I think what's going to come up for you will just be amazing. Now, guys, just to let you know, a little bit of this, and then to come back and give you guys a little bit, tiny little bit of news. Okay, on Tuesday night, I'm joined by Guillermo, and not only just to go do the Wednesday morning show here, that we're also going to do this on a Tuesday night here. Now, we're going to be talking about emotions and relationships. So we're on the show here at 8 o'clock. It'll be all about astrology. So if you want to talk about emotions and relationships and what's going on there, we'll be having a very engaging, interesting show indeed, I can imagine. Guillermo is absolutely fantastic. A bunch of psychologists, he's a brilliant astrologer. And she'll also be on a Wednesday show too. We're talking about the normal events going on there. But this is a particularly special one. So if you'd like to join on this, please send in your birth details, your date of birth, and we also need a favourite colour and a question, especially if it relates to emotions and relationships on for Tuesday night. Love to hear from you guys. Love to hear from you. But in the meantime, from myself and the wonderful Deborah who's up there, been working away, trying to keep the show moving from the producer side of things. A big hug to her and a big thank you to her. And a big thank you to you guys out there. Thank you for joining me this evening. It's been absolutely wonderful, and I wish you a wonderful, wonderful, peaceful remainder to your weekend. Guys, take care. Don't forget, love and a burger. Love and a vegan burger, veggie burger, or whatever burger you like. But for me, that's what it is. Anyway, you guys take care. Loads of love. Mwah. See you on Tuesday.